Hi, I'm Eric, and this is my good buddy Andy. He's a high school history teacher, and I wanted to find out from him what are something that parents and students can do to try to work towards having the most success in high school. So yeah, that's the question, man.
I'd say on the parent side, the biggest thing you can do is just check in a lot. I've heard from my parents growing up, they trust me, but they want to verify. So check your students' grades weekly, at least, if not every couple weeks, just to make sure that they are what they said they are. So they said that they have an A in every class, so you check and they have all Fs. Well, something's obviously wrong there, whether it's a problem in class, whether it's a problem with the content, it could be a problem outside of class that's leading them to not do well in class. So if you're checking and verifying on a regular basis with bells.
Didn't see that. Is there going to be an announcement?
No.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, moving on.
Anyways, surprises in life, like your child's grades, when they're different than you think.
Yeah, way to bring it all together, man.
I can
dig it.
So
trust but verify.
Right, because otherwise, high school kids have a tendency to elaborate on the truth at times.
Okay.
Where they're embarrassed by their grades, they don't want you to know something's going on, whatever it is. And if you are verifying, you can kind of catch it early. Whereas if you're just trusting, you could be missing things. It could be not telling you things.
So trust but verify, monitor,
Yes.
so that you can catch something before it's unfixable.
Right, so you can address it early on when it's a much easier fix compared to waiting to the end of the semester, or end of whatever time period it is, where it's a much bigger project, and for kids sometimes that would be overwhelming and too daunting, and they just fully shut down, which you don't want to have happen.
And then also they're learning those skills to be able to take it in bite-sized chunks, so that by the time you get to college, you don't have that kind of supervision, they're able to do it for themselves. So they're not. I know so many people that like their freshman year at college does not go well, and then they end up having to go to like a community college and then go back into the university.
Exactly, because then if you had those skills developed, then you can enjoy college and you kind of excel right away. But I do want to get a quick side on college. College is great, but tech schools are also an amazing option for a lot of students. If academics aren't their thing, it's 100% okay. And just there's so many options out there for kids if they want to take a gap year or just 4-year universities, and for them, there's so many things they can excel and do very, very well at that are not the traditional college experience, which I think is not pushed enough. Because your kids amazing with cars, well then have them go to an automotive tech school. They can learn those skills and excel and do well, and they will get the A's in those classes because they enjoy it and put the effort in, compared to an English class where they either might not like reading, can't read very well, or just are not interested in it. Put them in a position to succeed.
Exactly. And then at something that they're going to excel in, and then where they want to be anyway.
Exactly.
That's awesome. Any parting words of wisdom before we check out?
For students, just be there. Stay off your phones. I know they're tempting. I'm on my phone a lot as well when I'm not at work. But in class, if you just sit there and listen and do nothing else, you'll be amazed at what you learn. And then when it comes to work, do something. I always tell my students, anything is better than a 0. Even if you have a half-completed assignment, whatever it is. Yes, of course, you want to try to do your best on every assignment. But with extracurriculars and all your classes, it does get to be a lot sometimes. So just do something. It's better than nothing. And teachers always appreciate the effort and appreciate you at least making an attempt at something, even if it's not perfect.
Sure. Yeah. That makes a lot of sense, because at least do the homework. Maybe if you don't get everything right, at least you know what questions to bring in the next day.
Right.
And then put the effort in, like show up, do the homework, at least do the minimum. That's what you said, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's awesome. I feel like these are pearls of wisdom we're getting here. These are nuggets of gold. Thanks so much, Andy. I appreciate it. And always good to hang out with you.
Always fun.
Thanks you guys for tuning in. I hope you learned a lot, and we'll talk to you soon.